It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' creative quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Saints and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And you look at this Saints defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From midfield, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Smith catches left side. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And again, it's Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
First carry for their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Running left is Walker.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
You look at this Saints defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Micah Parsons
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 58 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Tua sets up to pass it.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Evans running behind center.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Zach Evans,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
From the gun, it's Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And returning it, here's Hamler.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
On first and 10, here's Brown.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen... And you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Tua going to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. The Falcons trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. A touchdown run there for Javonte Williams. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. There's McCole Hardman as he brings his offense onto the field yet again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
handing it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Davis Price up the middle. And he works free. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
All right, come on.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not count.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Dillon hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 83 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Running here is Taysom Hill, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, here's Nwogu. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that's going to be incomplete. The to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught. Cooper.
Room past the 35.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Turbo 3, kick. 20 TX.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Micah Parsons
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Pickett sets up play action.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kenneth Walker scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
There he goes, right side.
He may go.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
A.J. Dillon.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance... after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball, batted away. But boy, they missed a big chance there.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this one too low.
Speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mecole Hardman, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot, because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
That is caught.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua now on 1st down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. The throw over the middle taken in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Second and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Dolphins... field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season,
Because here we are in December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Haener on 1st and 10.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's caught by Johnson.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They run play action with Haener.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 6 yards away.
And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So unable to throw it in for 2 from... Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 and now on 1st down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So now here come the Dolphins.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Saints, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.